Hey guys, it's Coco Tarot back again with another message. We're just going to get right into it and see what you guys need to know right now. I wasn't going to get on, but I felt physically called to come on. Maybe some of you guys really need a message right now. And I kept getting called to the topic of dreams. You could be having a lot of dreams. You could be remembering your dreams after a period of blackout or not being able to remember them. Or I'm also seeing it as, I love to watch those audition programs with singing and dancing and stuff like that. And that payoff moment at the end when someone wins and it's like that dream come true. I kept feeling that kind of energy too. So something about dreams. We'll get into it though. 3 cards for the collective. Let's tap into the collective energy. What does the collective need to know? 3 cards. Some of you guys could be nervous about something. But the 2 of Wands. Clarify the 2 of Wands for the collective. The 3 of Swords. 2, 3. And the 4 of Wands. So we've got chronological numbers here, so I'm going to do a little switcheroo and switch these this way. So it's at 2, 3, and 4. But I definitely see you guys planning for something. This could be that dream, or even if it's not, that there is something you're striving for. Something that could bring your heart peace or that you feel could heal your heart in some way. This 4 of Wands could mean love, but it could also mean a partnership, a contract. There could be some kind of way of life or opportunity that you're striving for and that you're planning for. And whatever this is, with this 3 of Swords, you've had some missteps along the way or things that have discouraged you, maybe made you think that this dream wasn't for you, or whatever you were planning for wasn't coming fast enough, but it's coming right on time. And with the 2, 3, 4, it's like these steps that you have to take. Clarify this 4 of Wands. The 3 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. Wow. I'm going to clarify this 3 of Cups because it's sticking out to me heavy, linked to this 3 of Swords. It's telling me something about the past. But with this 6 of Wands here, there's something you're ready to release or release about yourself that is more authentic to who you are. And you've been planning or prepping for this, and in a way you've been afraid of this because it is a vulnerable side to you, whether it's something you've been working on for a long time, a relationship, a project. There's some kind of hard work that you want to celebrate. You could have procrastinated in the past on this or not been in a place where you could fully work on this opportunity or work on what you wanted to work on. This reading feels very vague, collective. Whoever I'm reading for right now, you're seen and people see you and they know that you're talented and that you work hard with what you do, but at the same time, there's something hidden here and it could be that dream. So maybe you work in one field and you're really good at that field, but you're really passionate about something else. And that's the true dream or the true thing that you're striving for through this other route. Or they could be completely different. Clarify this 3 of Cups and 3 of Swords. Some of you guys there's parts of your personality that you could hide. Yeah, there's something vulnerable here. Just as I said, in the public eye, you're so stoic, or you have this way about you where people, they take it as it is, but there's so many more layers to you with this 3 of Swords, this Page of Cups, this 3 of Cups in reverse, that there's something deeper that meets the eye emotionally to you. And this sort of pain is something that maybe you work on in song or in art, or through writing, whatever it is for you. Some of you guys could be singers. There's a secret side to you full of emotion. And people can see that you're passionate about what you do with this wand energy here, but a lot of people don't know how deep it really gets for you, especially emotionally. Okay, I'm cracking the code here, guys. There are a few of you who you only let people see what you want them to see. This could be out of fear of judgment, or you can put forth a lot of intellect as a way to guard yourself from people seeing you emotionally. You rationalize a lot of stuff, and a lot of things are factual. This is how it is. But on the inside, you could be like, I don't know how it is. You keep appearances for some reason. Maybe this is because you have a platform, or you have a family, or you have people who rely on you, who look up to you, and you feel as if showing this emotional side of yourself could be seen as a weakness. The King of Swords always has that sword in front of him. He doesn't let it down. He's not very trusting, and you might be afraid to let people see the real you, because once they do, there's no turning back from that. And that's a form of protection for you. You're protecting your own heart by appearing to be a little bit more stoic than you are. There's a balance that you want people to see about you, this agreeableness, this, we can work together. And that doesn't mean it's a lie that you're not really like that, but there are other sides to you that make up all of you. And when you're not able to show that, it just isn't really showing the full picture. Maybe because of what you want to be in life, you feel like you can't show certain parts of yourself. Maybe you want to be the type of person who intellectually leads people or gives people wisdom, tell people how it is, be blunt, tell them the truth. And you could feel it's off-brand to be emotional or talk about weaknesses, or really just be vulnerable in front of the people that look up to you. You could be a parent, and your kid catches you crying, and you wipe your tears away, and you're like, no, you know what I mean? And as a way to protect that child, but that's also you in a vulnerable state, or a moment to teach your child, like, hey, sometimes we cry, sometimes we fall. There's something here about your vulnerability that you need to put on display. It's going to take baby steps, because you've been holding back on a side of yourself for a really long time. Yeah, and it's funny, we get the King of Cups. You're so much more emotionally intuitive than you show people. Listen to your gut more, guys. Instead of immediately wanting to spit facts to people or spit, intellectual reasoning, speak from the heart. Even if it's from a broken place, speak from the heart. Even if it doesn't make sense, if you stumble over your words, if it doesn't sound as in flow as you want it to sound, it's going to resonate deeper than anything you've ever said, because it's going to be real, and it's going to come from that place inside of you, that ocean inside of you. You're not this King of Swords, this, maybe you are in some places, but you're this King of Cups. You're this person who is full of love, wrapped up in a bunch of intellect and swords and barbed wire. It's time to show people who you really are, especially if you're someone who have people who look up to you, who, if you lead a collective, if you have a platform. Yeah, don't be afraid to show people that you're human, or that you're not always at 100%. You can still get the dream. You can still get, the prosperity that you're looking for. In fact, you're going to get it more by showing yourself in a more, I don't want to say authentic, because whoever you are authentic. You're very real. You're just not vulnerable in the open. And that can be really hard, and it can take some practice. There's something about your rationality that's just going to get blown right out of the window. And that's the divine doing that on purpose. Some things you can't be rational about. You just kind of have to go with it. Even if it sounds a little funny or feels a little funny, or, you know what I mean, makes you a little uncomfortable, that's the moment that you break out of that shell. When I talked about those dance and singing competitions, you know, some of those people, that's the first time they ever sing, and it's in front of millions of people. And they are so scared, you know what I mean? Shaking, trembling, but they still do it and they conquer it. And it's one step closer to who they want to be. Embracing a dream is never going to be comfortable, even if it's something that you're really good at or it comes second nature to you. When you break the mold and you become uncomfortable, that's where the magic happens. I feel as if you're shifting, collective. And the confidence, you know, it may be hard for you to feel confident at first telling people how you really feel or really relating to people on a deeper level than you have, but I promise you, you're going to feel the effects of it. Not just on you, but the people around you, the people you speak to. It's going to resonate louder than anything you've ever said. It's going to resonate. Just believe in yourself, okay, with this Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Don't block your destiny by being afraid to embrace it. Okay, I see the Wheel of Fortune as, you know, I always hear when people say it in that show, Wheel of Fortune, woo, like, you know, all this woo, it's like all this excitement. Yes, this is happening. Yes, yes, but don't block yourself off from that trying to portray what you think you should be. Be sincere. There's something about being more sincere in your words and who you are. We're going to get into a new deck. I usually pre-shuffle them and keep them on the side so I can grab them, but I totally forgot to grab this deck. We're just going to shuffle it really quick. Clarify the spread for the collective. What else do they need to know? The Ace of Wands, wow, and the Hierophant. Whew. And the Star. I just heard a dream is a wish your heart makes. This is going to be a really emotional period for you. And even though it could be a little bit tough because of the lessons that you're learning and the uncomfortability that you're embracing, this is really putting you in a position to reach for the stars. The Ace of Wands and the Star and the Hierophant, you are going to not just lift people up and give them the message or be a leader, you're going to inspire. There's an inspired path, a flowery path, you know, that you are walking by being you. And not just the external you or the you that, you know, is embedded in that personality, the vulnerable you, the sad you, the annoying you, the you that, you know, has some complaints about the world or just has stuff to say. This is beautiful energy, guys. Absolutely beautiful. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah. It's going to be a process. This is going to be something that isn't going to be easy right off the back. And let's say you're a public speaker and you get a little bit more vulnerable and then you hear it back and you're like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? That's really embarrassing. But you never know who's going to listen to that and be inspired to get out of bed. And before you know it, it's going to become second nature to show that side of yourself. That side that you guard. You're guarding such a beautiful aspect of your light, collective. And we got the Tower again. Embrace that Tower. Embrace it. If you want to spiritually motivate people, because I could be speaking to someone who could be a tarot reader like me, or maybe you just have a platform where you teach people about food, or like I said, you have a family and you teach your children about stuff. That spiritual inspiration that you will leave on people is only going to come from you being you. Even if you think it's ugly, even if you think it's uncomfortable. That's truly the message here. Ooh, that literally hit me in the eye, okay? Don't doubt yourself, because you've learned a lot of lessons, and there's a lot of things that you could teach people. The Six of Wands, people who are confused, people who need inspiration, people who are afraid of the unknown. You've been there. Show people that, you know, throw the facts out the window. You don't need them. You've got all of the inspiration, the quotes, and stuff inside of you. Start writing down your own quotes, you know what I mean? We're going to get into some advice and see what else you guys need to know. Very beautiful energy. First, we're going to get into a color for you. One color for the collective. A color for the collective, please, to end this reading. Thank you so much. Okay, turquoise. The color of tranquility, the power of ocean's wave, serenity, creativity, intuition, calm, patience, loyalty. The zodiac is Pisces, the planet is Venus, and the association is wisdom. Your wisdom is going to come from your inner ocean, from your inner love, from showing people that soft side of you. It's not a weakness. It's something that can give a lot of people strength, and it's something that even if you don't talk to people, if this is just something inside of you, it's going to inspire you. It's sort of like when they have acting classes and they make you act ridiculous or improv or scream and do these things to loosen you up in the gut. Your solar plexus, you know, I'm hearing singing from your stomach rather than your head voice. That there's something about getting deep within yourself and projecting that out. Can we get a card for the collective to clarify this? Okay. You've got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Just talking about love. And also earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So some of you guys could really be called to ground at this moment. Why can't I move these cards? You could be called to ground. There's something about getting into the core of your inner earth, though. The way this woman is laying here and she's in the waters and her eyes are closed. Don't be so codependent on your intellect. Let your heart take over. And just see what happens when you let your heart control the things you say instead of your mind. Just see what happens. I guarantee you, you'll have a different experience, okay? We also got the Gerbera daisy, purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. I keep hearing put the books down and tap in. Maybe some of you guys read a lot of books and you're always studying, you're always researching, and that's good. It's good to research and to know a lot of things, but there's something here about slowing down, even getting into a meditative state and just listening to your body or listening to what comes up, listening to your own ocean's waves. Some of you guys could be connected to water. Maybe you could do this in the shower. Just closing your eyes and listening. Because the answers and the facts, some of them or most of them are within you. Not just in a book. That is way too many. We also got stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracles occur. Exactly. If you're having a period of uncomfortability, you're feeling really raw, vulnerable, or you're trying to get to that place, but it's so hard, you're shedding right now. And that's why you're asking to get into this peaceful period, because it's quieting the mind while your spirit settles itself. That dream is right on the horizon. You can see it. It's almost, you know, when you go on a long hike or a run, and it's almost as if the closer you get, the harder it is to run. And when you see it, it's even harder to run. You're trying so hard to get to that finish line. You're so close. And now's the time to shed all of that. It's not just ego. Shed those projections that you show people that you feel stuck to or that make you feel comfortable, that safety blanket. Take off that safety blanket. Because that's what's going to bring in that dream. Someone here is really on the cusp of what they dreamed about. You could have wrote down something, and it came true. And you found the notebook years later, and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot I even wrote that down. Can we get a card for the collective? Okay. The Three of Pentacles. Wow. The intimacy that you're creating with others right now is going to be something that lasts a lifetime. And it doesn't even have to just be sexual intimacy. It's like I'm hearing kissing people goodnight. Some of you guys could be writers or write bedtime stories or poems. There's something about giving people peace. If you're someone who knows how to reach a point of tranquility, but you haven't told people yet, share that. There's something so gentle about you. It's almost like the bad boy that everyone knows around town who's always causing a ruckus and doing crazy things, but secretly he's this helpless romantic who's very gentle and soft and listens to your every word. Show people that side of yourself, okay? Because it's very intimate, it's very beautiful, and it's relatable. It's more relatable than that sword energy, I'm telling you. Can we get one card for the collective? One card. One card to end this reading, please. Thank you so much. Recovery. Well, that's just beautiful. Some of you guys really need to meditate. This angel is behind this woman as she's meditating. As I said earlier, writing down your own quotes instead of just looking up inspirational quotes, digging within yourself to find that divine inspiration in order to lead others or even get yourself out of bed. You are in recovery. You could be a recovering addict or something like that, and maybe you're working with addictions and helping people get over that. This recovery is well deserved, and it's a period of recovery to help prepare you for that dream. Whatever you want, it's going to require calm within yourself and peace within yourself and a knowing that you are who you say you are. And that is your reading for today, guys, and I'll be back soon with another message. Toodaloo.